Yo, what's going on everyone? My name is Jesse. This is the Auditorium. I react to video game music as a musician myself from games I've never played or heard about. I will be playing this game tomorrow though, so I'm listening to all these songs from the game that are in my backlog before I start playing it. This is NieR Replicant or NieR Gestalt. Hansel and Gretel. Now this is requested by Amy, and they said that this is basically a kind of nightmare sequence, that this is like a nightmare album. I don't know the context. I won't know until soon, so I don't know. I guess it's like a soundtrack within a soundtrack, or maybe a section. I don't know. Either way, I'm excited to play Replicant. I just played Automata earlier this month or last month, and I pretty much fell in love with it, so I'm going to go play the prequel. Keiichi Okabe is one of my favorites for many years now. This is Hansel and Gretel. Let's go. Oh. Huh? What's going on right now? I had to make sure I clicked the right link. Are you kidding me? Oh, this person sounds like Marilyn Manson right here. Whoa, dude, this is way different. I didn't think I was going to be rocking out in NieR, but okay. I feel like this song would go really good on like X Games footage or something. Or like a Monster Energy drink commercial. Dude, what the hell am I listening to? Is this NieR? This is NieR. Hansel and Gretel. Big ass power chord. This is metal AF. Power chords, palm muting, pinch harmonics. Oh my god. I love the groove that we just shifted into. What the hell is going on, dude? The double time. Bro, what? I think it's a detuned guitar as well. Sounds like drop D. Drop D, or maybe even drop C. Also the vocals? Simple, but effective. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a drop tuning. Drop C or drop D for sure. This is wild stuff, dude. It's almost over. By the way, the snare drum sounds incredible. I'm just gonna start clapping right now. It's not even over. Okay. What? Questions. All of them. Alright, let's address the gigantic Dumbo in the room. Metal? Now, well, first of all, I don't even know where to start. Okay. Well, it was metal, but I wasn't expecting metal because it's NieR. NieR is, you know, it's intense and it's like orchestral almost. I don't know. I don't even know what to call NieR. NieR is NieR. Like, I don't know. NieR is just NieR music. We can all agree on that. But there hasn't ever been like any sort of like quick tempo, actual drums, instruments. I mean, well, like electric guitars and stuff like that. Up until now, that I've heard. Yeah, no, there hasn't been. It's always been, you know, orchestral drums and violins and this and that. Also, they have more of a huge emphasis on female vocal. This one was like the polar opposite, which kind of goes with this whole. I mean, I'm getting it. I'm getting it, right? It's Nightmare. It says NieR Replicant 15 Nightmare and arranged tracks. So this is, I'm assuming, a separate. No. It's probably in the game, but that section of the game is just way more intense. It's called Nightmare, but I didn't think it was gonna do this. So this is gonna tell me that whatever I hear from Nightmare is gonna be along these lines, and I do have another one request from Nightmare coming up. So I'm looking forward to that. But it's just so jarring for NieR. And in this one, the vocals were like male, which you almost never hear in NieR. So it sounded very different, but it still sounded like NieR. Wow. It sounded awesome. It wasn't just generic, right? They were like doing techniques. They were palm muting, tremolo picking, all these things that I mentioned. By the way, side note, if you want to know all these like terms that I use, I have in my Discord channel, I have or my Discord server, I have a channel called Musical Terms, and I talk about like some of these things that I mentioned. They're all basic, easy to understand. You don't have to know music to like understand them. Anyways, so there's a lot of guitar-centric stuff. Also, the drums were really like industrial sounding, very 2000 Saint Anger sounding, kind of. But it was very new metal overall, new NU metal, like, you know, Static X, Powerman 5000, Korn, stuff like that. Not so much Korn, but you know, just that early 2000s kind of metal sound. That's why I said it reminded me of like Action Sports or like a commercial for like Extreme Sports or something. So all these things I would never thought I would say into a NieR reaction are happening here. And then the other thing I would say for guitar nerds is it sounded like a drop tuning to me. A drop tuning is all that is a, you know, a guitar is tuned a certain way, and a lot of times in kind of heavier music, they'll take the lowest string or the thickest string, the bassiest one, and they'll tune it down a whole step, making it even heavier and lower sounding. But what that does is it makes power chords sound kind of like a riff. So it's like when you hear a lot of do 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 do, it's like done with like one finger. So it's way easier and it has like a certain sound to it. I'll explain that some other day, maybe. But basically, that's just what I got from it. So yeah, totally. You know, this is something I expect in like Guilty Gear or something. So, okay. The title is called Hansel and Gretel. So I'm guessing that's just two characters in the game I haven't seen or met yet. And maybe they are more on the boss side, antagonist side, a duo, perhaps. Or this is a version of a song they have normally, but turned up to 11 into this kind of metal bonanza. I don't know yet. For example, the next song I'm doing is also from the Nightmare. It's also a Nightmare request, but it's Emil. And from what I know of Emil, he has like a certain motif to his music. Like all of his songs are, you can tell it's, you know, that melody. So I guess I'll know for sure once I hear the Emil Nightmare version. Because now I can expect it to sound like this, but with his melody. I don't know. I got thrown for a loop here. I don't know who... You know, if anything, this reminds me of the Keiichi Okabe that I know when I first started, before I started this channel, which is him in Tekken music. Keiichi Okabe was part of a... I don't know how many Tekken games he was part of, but... You know, this is more in line with what I know him as. That kind of more intense sound. So I'm very curious about this whole Nightmare thing now, because I never heard about it until 5 minutes ago. So this game is getting more and more exciting the more I talk about it. And again, I will just plug it. It'll be at twitch.tv, Hey Uncle Jesse. I will be playing this as I'm recording this, I'm playing it tomorrow. And I know nothing about it, so, and I want to keep it that way. So I'm probably gonna ignore all these comments until I'm done playing it. No hard feelings. But, wow. Yeah, okay. Okay, NieR Replicant, Hansel and Gretel, Nightmare. I don't know what to call it. I don't know if it's like called a Nightmare album or something, or just Nightmare, but let's just call it Hansel and Gretel, NieR Replicant. Thank you, Amy, for that request, and I have to do your other one now. NieR. If you want to make a request as well, you can do so on Patreon or PayPal. Either are totally fine. Those are guaranteed ways I will check out your song. I have a huge backlog though, so there is a wait if you don't mind waiting. If you do not want to wait, there is a platinum tier on Patreon, which expedites your request to the very top. A big thank you to my current supporters of that: Aiden, Justin, Kevin, Mushimari, the BRM, Your Average Metalhead, and DJ Single Tone for being a part of that. Thank you to all my other supporters. Thanks to you for watching. Thanks to the NieR fans for showing me this game. I can't wait to dive into it again. And I'll see you there. So, Nightmare. Hansel and Gretel. Take it easy, everyone.